BURS in the COVID economic response perspective was requested to assist in terms of the payment of the wage subsidy, which was something that we had to do in the month of April. What I can say is that we have been successful in implementing the wage subsidy payment regime. We recorded, applications in the region of 13,000 as at the close of business on the 20th of April, and we managed to process 12,412 claimants with employees in the region of 165,681. The total claims that were submitted in terms of the pool amount was 233,663,828. And out of this amount of 233 million, we have been able to process companies to the tune of 172 million. The 37 million is still with us, but we are basically trying to make corrections to certain submissions by companies. The problem why we could not pay the 37 million as of to date was mainly because of the wrong banking details that some of the claimants have actually submitted. But we are having, we have established an email address where we have requested those that have not been paid to resubmit their banking details once again, this time with guidance that the bank code shouldn't be a Gaborone industrial, it should actually be a 6-digit bank code. So we are of the view that we will, sooner than later, be in a position to pay the rest of the companies that otherwise have not been paid to date. One of the things that I would also want to observe is that this program, the wage subsidy, we paid it, through, electronic communication, and we are also now requesting, the Botswana companies in Botswana, that the tax returns and the tax payments that are due should also be, are made using the same platforms. The BURS, website has the e-services platform where you can go click and you can actually do transactions with us, file your tax return, make your payments, and therefore we are hoping that going forward, a lot of us will take advantage of the electronic platforms that we have, put in place as BURS, because tax has to be paid so that government can continue to assist Botswana accordingly. One of the programs that we had to also deal with is that of, making refunds, VAT refunds within the 21 days as requested, under the COVID economic response. To date, we have paid almost 320 million in response to that call. And we have also paid, some of the refunds, I think about 6 million on from the income tax, side. And therefore, we want to believe that we have injected, the much needed, funds into the economy. So companies should remain afloat, and continue to do business, especially as we are going to be, easing, the lockdown conditions. One of the other responses, the economic responses with respect to the issue of the SAT, the self-assessed tax, which is paid quarterly. We hope by next week we will have all the instruments ready, because we had to amend, the Income Tax Act to give, relevance to the economic response. So by next week, I'm sure would have the whole process ready, application forms, so that those that were otherwise due for the SAT could actually apply, so that we can give them the necessary dispensation to defer the payment of the self-assessed tax for the next 2 quarters. So I think it's, as BURS, we are on course, and we will continue to, heed, the plight of Botswana in terms of, the economic COVID response as, propagated by government.
Yeah.